Hey, I'm back at the range working on defensive skills today. Got a crazy point system, so that's going to require some explaining. Starting off with the mantis, which is going to be mounted to the rail of my gun. I use that to measure my trigger discipline. Basically, it's a device that has a bunch of accelerometers that determine how flat you pull the trigger and how much input your wrist had while the shot was breaking, which of course affects shot placement. So I have that on the gun. That's going to be measuring trigger discipline. Accuracy, of course, is going to be determined by the 8-inch target that I'm shooting at 5 yards away, 15 feet. I didn't incorporate the time element in a lot of this, even though some of it is time sensitive, right? If you're being attacked by somebody, the ability to draw the gun quickly, get it on target and fire shots is important. I'm at the range and I have to be mindful that some of the things that they are allowing me to do, they aren't allowing others to do. So I need to practice in the safest manner possible, making everyone around me also feel safe. And, you know, quick drawing your gun and throwing bullets down range sometimes can go wrong if, you know, you let time become your determining factor of how well you're doing. So time is out. I have a lot of multipliers in this as well. Multipliers are basically saying, hey, how complex of a maneuver are you trying? So I could start off with the gun in low ready or high ready and attempt to shoot from there, but that's not as difficult as drawing from concealment and trying to put the shot on target. So there's a multiplier factor for my scoring on that. The same as if for the grip. So my grip type, I'm right-handed, so if I use the conventional grip, there is no multiplier because that's standardly how I shoot. However, if I went strong hand only, weak hand only, or mirror grip, where the left hand is actually the one actuating the trigger and the support hand becomes the right, those things would be multipliers in the grip factor. The distance, I kind of arbitrarily chose 5 feet as a standard, so that just gets a ×5 multiplier. If I go further out on an 8-inch target, it would be a higher multiplier. So that's kind of how that works. All which is to say, it gives me some basis for which to gauge how well I did from session to session. And that's pretty much it. So let's go ahead and get started with the first one. So in this session, I will be doing speed drawing. And it's a single shot, so the Mantis has an app that it's paired with. So the Mantis X that's on the bottom of the gun is paired to an app on the phone that has a shot timer, right? Best shot timer there is when you're in a range, or you're at a range where other gunfire is going off and you can't rely on an audible note to trigger the timing mechanism. So this thing goes off of this little Bluetooth enabled device on my gun to determine this is when this guy fired the shot. So the speed drawing is going to be a single shot. The shot timer buzzes, pull out the gun, present on target, fire. Again, it's an 8-inch target at 5 yards, 15 feet, and scoring is the standard ring scoring that's on the target. Let's see how I do.
Fingers tight.
Left target.
Up there. You should be able to like that. You don't want that. You want it up there. Fingers open, straight, thumb open. Either that way or that way, whichever way. Get the best control of the gun. Not here and not back here. Okay? So 3, 4 over 3, thumb over thumb. Spread your legs, hips apart, hip length apart. Keep your head up. Don't bring the gun up to your head. Okay, and what they're doing is jerking the gun, and you're not going to hit what you're aiming at. you're loading it, when you're empty, the gun will lock back. You take the mag in your left hand, use the palm of your hand, tight, release it. Now this gun's hot. Now, 10 times. Nice and tight. Good. Lock those elbows. Now and then aim at your target. What are you aiming at? The 2? Okay. When you're ready, just squeeze the trigger. Go ahead and get your grip. There, nice and tight there. That's good. Get all the way up under that beaver tail. This is called the beaver tail. Okay, right there. You don't want to see your skin there, right? No, don't. Now 4/3. Bend your knees and lean a little bit. Don't lean backwards. Okay? There, and then aim for the 2. When you're ready, just gently squeeze the nut. And you shake it a little bit because you're afraid of jerking it. Get that? That's it. You're up high under the nut. Down and over a little bit. Lean back.
Don't release it.
Okay? Just re-aim. Yeah, right in the 2. That's all right. That's just a case. Started to shake a little bit. Yeah, and then move up on you. Okay? Lean forward. Don't lean backwards. Okay? You're anticipating the sound and the noise and the feeling. That happens. It's going. Don't worry about it. Just squeeze the trigger. Focus on aiming and squeezing. Don't think about what's going to happen after that. Okay?
All right, in this session, this is called my 2-on-1 session. I basically mount up 2 8-inch targets at, again, 5 yards, 15 feet. And the goal is a little bit more complex, or the task is a little bit more complex. This is to simulate 2 attackers. And the way you defend that is you give, as John Correa would say, you give 2 servings to the first guy, pop off 2 on the second guy at least, and then circle back and continue to stop the threat as necessary on the first guy. So in my particular drill, what I'm going to do is I'm going to fire 2 shots at one of the targets, switch, do a mag change, and then fire 3 shots at the other target. So that gives me a total of 5 shots for a maximum score of 50 points, 10, bullseye on each one. And I could have used timing as a factor here, but I chose not to. Again, I'm at the range. I gotta be a little bit careful, but that's how that goes. Let's see how I do.
Beautiful.
misfeed, a dead shot, bad round. All right, this drill is a modification of the Tueller drill. The Tueller drill, I forget the gentleman's name, obviously Tueller's in it though. It basically speaks to an attacker at 21 feet can close that distance within about 2 seconds or so and be within your space to cause great bodily harm or injury. I can't quite practice exactly that at this range. So what I've done is I've set a target. It's a 12 by 18 target. I've set it out at 15 yards and then I bring it in to 5 yards. So it closes a distance of 10 yards. And my goal is to fire 5 shots, 2 shots, mag change, final 3, all before it comes to a stop. Right? So that's my modified version of the Tueller drill. And of course, there's the center fire points of the target will help to determine shot placement. The fact that I get all 5 shots off before it stops is my timing element. Let's see how I do.
$73, $53, $12, $45, $70.
Have you taken a break yet?
Just be
I'll take one after you, okay?
$74, $33, $23, $1.
Two malfunctions. One, pulled the trigger as I was getting my grip together. 2, had a malfunction.
$77, $44, $13, $8, $7. $91, $24, $63, $64, $17. $86, $52, $48, $71.